Racism. It's insidious, often hiding in plain sight. In the hallowed halls of education, it can take even more subtle forms. A dismissive comment here, a biased assumption there. It's a slow poison, chipping away at the very foundation of equality. We're talking about those seemingly small acts of discrimination that fly under the radar but leave lasting scars on students. It's time to shine a light on these insidious practices and call them out for what they are: unacceptable. Let's take a trip to Munich. A history teacher, let's call him Herr Schmidt, consistently downplays the horrors of colonialism. He glorifies the civilizing mission of European powers, while conveniently omitting the brutal exploitation and systemic racism that fueled it. When a student of color, Amina, dares to challenge this narrative, she's met with resistance. That's just the way it was back then, Herr Schmidt retorts, dismissing Amina's concerns and silencing her voice. Amina's experience is not an isolated incident. Students from marginalized communities often find themselves on an unequal playing field. Their perspectives are ignored, their histories misrepresented, their voices stifled. Imagine the cumulative impact of these microaggressions day after day, year after year. It erodes their self-esteem, undermines their sense of belonging, and perpetuates a cycle of disadvantage. Section 4. Systemic silence, a breeding ground for prejudice. The problem extends beyond individual teachers like Herr Schmidt. The education system itself is often complicit. Textbooks can perpetuate harmful stereotypes. Curricula can marginalize entire cultures and histories, and the lack of diversity among teachers only exacerbates the problem. This systemic silence creates a breeding ground for prejudice to flourish. Section 5. Dismantling racism, a call to action. So, what can be done? We need to start by acknowledging the problem. Schools must implement mandatory diversity and inclusion training for all staff. Curricula need to be revised to reflect diverse perspectives and challenge existing biases. And we need to create safe spaces for students to speak out against discrimination without fear of reprisal. It's time to stop pretending that racism is a thing of the past. It's alive and well, lurking in the corridors of our schools. Let's equip our educators with the tools to dismantle prejudice and create a truly equitable education system for all. The future of our children depends on it.